A lot of beginners try to figure out their audio chain themselves. And what they don't realize is that just by stabbing in the dark or just guessing, you are sabotaging one of the main pillars of your entire business. So by the end of this video, you're going to understand why using a qualified audio engineer early in your career to diagnose your chain and get everything dialed in the way it should be and to sound as professional as possible, and why that's going to save you years of frustration, bad auditions, and wasted money. So here's a quick qualifier. If you can't explain what every step of the audio chain that you use in your mastering process is, then that's kind of a red flag, because it's nice to have the chain. It's nice to have someone create that effects chain for you. But if you don't know what each step does in that chain and you ever have to go back and tweak something, then that's going to be an issue. So on this channel, I talk about the three-legged stool of voiceover, which is if one of these three legs is missing, then the stool topples over. And those three legs are performance, marketing, and tech or sound quality. And so if the sound quality is a problem, once again, you have no business. So your mic, your preamp, your software, the treatment in your space, all of this has a job. And getting your sound dialed in early, like I said, is going to save you a ton of time, a ton of hassle, and a ton of money. And you're going to book more auditions and more jobs just as a result. And what's wild about this is that it's not about talent or effort. It's about getting the right guidance, especially early on. For a little context, my name's Mike Hathcote. I'm a full-time voice actor, and I've been doing voiceover since 1995. And I've helped countless people enter the voiceover industry and be successful. And if you want to learn a little bit more about the voiceover industry and find out if this is something that you might be interested in and would be successful at, I'm having a free webinar coming up this Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. In this free webinar, I'm going to go over the voiceover industry in general, and then also talk about some of the gear and equipment specifically to kind of give you an idea of what it takes to become a voice actor. I'm also going to answer your questions live on the call. And also, just for attending, you're also going to get a copy of my book, The Voiceover Blueprint, which is the book that I wish I had when I first started. You're going to get the audiobook as well as the ebook just for showing up. So hit that link in the description, sign up for that free webinar, and I'll see you then. But now let's talk about your sound. Okay, one myth that a lot of people think when they first start out is that good enough audio is fine when you're just starting. And that can be a misnomer, because while good enough audio is okay for practice, when you're brand new and you just set up your equipment and you just want to start tinkering, that's okay. But the minute you start going out and finding jobs or looking for jobs, your audio needs to be on point, because a casting director doesn't hear, oh, well, they've got potential. They hear audio quality right off the bat. And if your audio quality is bad, even if you have a great performance, you're not going to get the job. Another myth that a lot of people think when they first get started is, well, I'll worry about my audio later once I get all my equipment and everything. And once again, while that is sort of true, if your audio keeps you from booking, then that's a big, big problem. So that's why getting your audio dialed in early is it has to be done. Okay, now I want to talk about what actually works and what you should do early before you start doing any sort of job prospecting. Okay, first up, let's talk about your microphone. Now, your microphone doesn't live in a vacuum, meaning that there are a lot of things that go into choosing the right microphone, more than just budget. We talk a lot on this channel about, what microphones are good for what budgets, but a lot goes into the microphone choice, and this is also where a good engineer can help you out. Things like your voice type, what your recording space sounds like, the kind of work you want to go after, your budget. So all those things can go into your decision for buying a microphone. But a good thing to start with is to reach out once you've built your space, because your space is your space. Once you've built your space out, you reach out to a good, trusted engineer to give you some tips on the kind of microphone you need based on all of those specs, your voice type, what kind of a space you're in, your budget, and all that. Now, this isn't 100% required as far as getting an engineer to give you guidance. It's suggested, but if you do happen to buy a microphone before you talk to an engineer does have a lot of tricks and tips that they can give you to make whatever microphone you bought sound its best. But what happens is most people buy, a microphone based on a suggestion from a YouTube channel like this one. Then they just start recording with it without understanding all the additional things you can do to enhance the sound of your voice using whatever microphone you bought. And once again, that is where a good audio engineer can really pay for themselves a million times over. And I've said it before on here, but you can get a cheap microphone and put it in a well-treated space and it's going to sound great. You can buy a very expensive microphone and put it in a not well-treated space and it's going to sound horrible. So just make sure that your space, you spend more time working on your recording space than your microphone. A lot of people think that if they just buy an expensive microphone, then it's going to make their voice sound great. And that is not the case because remember, it's all about your space. The microphone really is secondary. All beginners, they want to do the right thing, but a lot of times they don't really know what right sounds like. And they buy a microphone, they plug it into their computer, or if they have an interface, they plug it into the interface and then the computer. They start recording and then they start auditioning without actually honing in on what's going to make their voice sound good based on not just their voice, but their recording space and the microphone. All of those three things kind of work in tandem. And by the way, this is something we're going to talk about in much greater detail on Tuesday night in that free webinar. So a qualified engineer isn't just going to tell you what microphone to buy. They're going to basically design your overall signal chain. And a signal chain is just a fancy word or a term for all the different gear that turns your analog voice into a digital signal into your computer. So they're going to hopefully match the gear to your type of voice. They're going to eliminate some of the weak links in that signal chain, and they're going to set the levels correct so that every recording is consistent and clean and clear. And once again, this is why audio is one of the legs of the three-legged stool. If your audio is no good, it doesn't matter how good your voice is, it doesn't matter how good your performance is, or how much you get out in front of people. If your audio is bad, you're dead in the water. But when this one leg is solid, then everything else kind of gets easier because most beginners actually skip this part and then they wonder why nothing is clicking. Now you're probably asking, oh boy, that means I got to sink another bunch of money into hiring an engineer. Well, it's easier and cheaper than you might think. Most engineers, all it takes is a quick Zoom call, and sometimes even not that. You can just send a sample via email and they will create an effects rack or all the things in the effects chain to actually make your voice sound the best it can be depending on your microphone, your voice, and your recording space. Now you're probably wondering, okay, well, how much is it going to cost to get this done? Well, I can tell you that Alex, our engineer in the voiceover blueprint, he charges $40 to create an effects rack. And all you have to do is send him a sample of your recording in your space and he will, put the magic sauce on there and send it back to you so that all you have to do is hit a button every time you're done recording. It applies those effects and makes you sound professional. So that is the best money you can spend at this point on getting your stuff set up. So now I hope you can go from kind of guessing or second guessing your setup to knowing that every single audition and every single job you send out, that the audio is on point. And what that does is that eliminates one excuse as to why you didn't get that audition. It's not because of your audio, then it may be something about performance or anything else, but that your audio is set. And remember, if you want some help kind of putting this into context, don't forget that webinar coming up this Tuesday. Just click the link in the description and sign up for free. You're going to see how audio fits into the bigger picture of your voiceover business and what you should focus on first if you are just kind of getting started. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate it once more. And if you do have any questions about this process of finding an engineer and making sure that your effects chain and everything is dialed in, then drop a comment down below. I'm happy to help. And we talked a little bit about auditions and reasons why you might lose an audition, audio being one of them. But if you want to learn some other things and some other reasons why you might be losing more auditions than you should, then check this out.